And good morning, everybody. It is Wonderful Wednesday with the amazing Ronia Fraser. Ronia, it's brilliant to have you on here, and it's great because I get to see you again soon at HypnoThoughts Live. So please take it away. Tell us what you're presenting on, and I want to know as well what you love most about HypnoThoughts Live and why people should come.
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you for having me on, Claudia. And I'm really, really excited to see you in just a few days, right? So I'm super excited about HypnoThoughts. It's one of my highlights of the year, every year. And I'm very delighted to have two talks, actually. So they're very, very different. My first talk is going to be on Friday at, I just told you, and now I forgot again, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. And everybody knows that I'm like the narcissistic abuse recovery lady, but I thought after all those years, it's time to do something a little bit different. So the topic is actually unleash your inner punk, even without the red hair and the tattoos. And the reason why I'm doing this talk is actually because one question I get asked a lot is, how do you do this? Because I'm known for being very authentically myself and not really caring about what's expected, what the norms are, and all those kind of things. And so I thought I'm just going to share a few of the tricks and the tools that I use myself with everybody else to be able to do what they want to do. And because for me, none of this came naturally either. And there are really practical tools, NLP tools, hypnosis tools that I use every single day, that I use before I go on stage, that I use for everything that I do to be able to do it the way I do it. And I thought I'm going to share that because there are so many people that want to do their thing, but because they're scared or people, tell them they can't, and we've all experienced it. I thought, having a really practical session with practical tools, little tools that people can take away to just, allow them to really move forward with what it is that they want to do.
I love that. It's because you're right. It's about how can they show up for themselves? They might want to do this thing, but people say in fear of being judged by others. So, and you're going to show them how they can do that.
Yeah. And then there will always be people, right? So that will never stop. It doesn't matter. Like I'm just dealing with a whole lot of backlash because I was featured in the media and stuff. So it's just something when we do our thing, it happens. There will always be people that judge us. There will always be people that tell us we can't do it. It's not possible. And at the end of the day, those people don't matter. But what matters is how we actually, become very solid within ourselves so we can actually withstand whatever comes at us, because obviously we have something to share, right?
Absolutely. I love it. And then you're speaking as well on Saturday, 2-hour workshop at 2 p.m. Tell us about that one.
Yeah. So that one is called Rethinking Trauma, the Missing Piece in Complex Trauma Recovery. And this one obviously is much more related to my work because that's what I do, recovery from complex trauma. And trauma-informed has really become one of those buzzwords. And there is so much more to trauma-informed than just understanding that trauma has something to do with it. So this one is really going to be about why do so many interventions actually fail and are not producing lasting results? What is the missing piece that I've been doing this for almost 10 years now, that I have noticed over and over again why people get stuck, even though they have all the knowledge and even the understanding where certain things come from, but somehow they're still not moving forward. And of course, I'm going to be sharing a very step-by-step structured approach, which I use in narcissistic abuse recovery very successfully. So it's really meant for people to, whether you are a survivor or a practitioner, it doesn't really matter, because if you're a practitioner, it will give you a solid structure how to use the tools that you already have to help your clients even better. If you are a survivor, it will give you an idea what to really expect, what you can and what you should expect from trauma recovery, because a lot of people don't even know what's possible. And so this is basically me sharing with the audience how you can do it, how we can use hypnosis to facilitate real lasting recovery from complex trauma.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is complex. And mine is, as you know, on the Sunday at 10 a.m. And I'll be, because you and I have many discussions about narcissistic abuse, and I will be talking about it from a child's point of view and parents, and what happens there when there are children involved, because I've lived it.
Yeah, exactly.
Still living it. Not my children are. So it's going to be around that, and yes, and about working alongside actually other psychologists and counsellors, because sometimes it takes a team, and this is why we get those clients, because if we work with them or have worked on psychologists and therapists ourselves, as I have done, then they go, oh, you're the missing bit that I want with my client who has got complex PTSD. And you have to know, you have to have the tools. You and I both certified to Aveling practitioners. I've created my own, the bunny talk process. It's like, we know that there are some things, but you have to have the tools to do it.
Exactly.
And know when it's too much, but hypnosis itself definitely can work alongside other professionals. So and this is why it's important that we do make those collaborations, if you like, because hypnosis is so powerful. So I love that. So yes, I shall be talking about that. Mine's probably going to be quite meaty as well. Sort of it'll be quite sad, but there's going to be, I'm showcasing it. So
well, it comes with the territory, really, so.
Yeah, of course it does. And of course I never know if I will get emotional or not myself, and that's okay, because it's real, and when we are doing these practical demonstrations, all of the people at HypnoThoughts Live, so many of the presenters will do demonstrations. And this is what is so powerful about coming to HypnoThoughts, don't you think, is that people have time to do demonstrations, and we never know what's going to happen, because everybody, just like in our session, we don't know, because people are people, and this is the beauty of it. So it makes it so real and authentic. It is not staged,
No, definitely not staged.
People have stuff. So I love this, Ronia, and again, yes, I'm super excited. I get to have a 2-day post conference training the bunny talk process on the Tuesday and Wednesday after the conference, and it's because it's a powerful tool, and as I say, this is what helps our business, is if we learn these other things. And I know there's breath work. It's like, what else can we do to add in to the wonderful work that everybody already does? Because
I always encourage everybody, whether it's colleagues or students, or clients, just be curious, because the more tools we have in our toolbox, the more we can help ourselves, the more we can help others. And especially when you work in a field like trauma, it's so important that we do have the right tools, because it protects ourselves as well.
Absolutely.
So absolutely. I would invite everybody to come to your talk, my talk, if you're interested in trauma, because you might just pick up something that you weren't aware of before, because obviously it's a very good intention if somebody wants to work and use their experience to help other, traumatized survivors, obviously, but there is a lot to it. So come and get inspired, pick up some tools, some ideas, some inspirations, come talk to us. You have a table, right? I have a table. Yeah. We're both very difficult to miss. So anybody who wants to talk
I might
to
be wearing
us.
my bunny ears. There you go. So
Exactly.
yes, and there are a lot of us that do this sort of work. There's lots of different modalities. I'll share this quickly, Ronia, because I'm also trained in IEMT, kinetic shift. It's about, because it's not fitting a client into your tool, it's about having many different things, because we have to be malleable for each of our clients. So I invite you to get curious in which one, resonates for you, because every client is different. We know that. I don't need to tell you that. So it's, but come along. That's why you're getting tasters at the talks. That's why you go to conferences. So you go, oh, that's what it is. Oh, I like that one. That one's not for me. Oh, that one is. It's like, just go. And then but it might be your thing the following year or the following year. It's taken me years to pick up these things, and it's okay.
You also never know who you meet, Like at HypnoThoughts, incredible.
Yeah, all the connections, absolutely fantastic. The parties, the learning, and then there are some care rooms in the morning, and after you can go off. You don't have to be sort of like all the time, because I know they're recording them. So therefore you can then take your time afterwards. So enjoy, take your time, and come and see us.
Exactly.
Yeah. So thank you for being on here, Ronia, and I'll see you very soon. So,
and by the way, sorry for the quality of this. It's usually more professional. I'm already on the road, so I don't have my usual setup, but I hope you don't mind.
No, of course, people won't mind. I certainly don't. You know me.
Thank you.
So thank you for watching, everybody. And it's goodbye from me, Claudia Rickard, and it's goodbye from Ronia Fraser. So take care, everybody. See you soon.